Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of DA.
Thank you, Kevin.
They've got great chemistry, David, just like you and I do. Thanks for that report. Have a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Paul George.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Junior's out there at DeRozan, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. And for the Clippers, the guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Ibaka is out there with Kawhi Leonard, and it's Batum in at the small forward. You know, Steve, you look around the league, a couple teams already suffering injuries, testing that depth early on.
And Kevin, because they came into the season with high hopes, it's really a test of their mental resolve as well.
Here's Chicago. Walker with it. Outside, Ball. Walker against Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic, a force around the rim.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Ibaka outside. Back to Jackson. Batum a screen on Ball. Jackson passes to Batum, and the dunk by Batum.
And if you're the defender, you have to respect the ability of Jackson to finish. That opens things up for the assist.
And Levine throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
It's a shot we don't see a lot anymore, but Kawhi is an old school player, still using that mid-range jumper.
Leonard with the steal. Rejected by Walker. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Not going to go that time. Empty that time from Leonard. To the inside. George, 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And it's Walker penetrating.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
And the length that Batum provides on the wing, Smitty, great for both sides of the ball.
It makes switching on picks so much easier, GA. Nicholas Batum has been a solid defender his whole career, in large part due to that unbelievable wingspan.
And Kawhi, one of the top players in the league. The question for many is if he's in the top 3 or not.
I don't know, GA. I think it's pretty hard to name more than 3 players who are definitively better than Kawhi. I'll say this, he's an elite talent.
First free throw is good. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with, incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength.
Oh, okay. This is what we've come to expect from Zach LaVine. Poetry in air.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Ball against Jackson. And it's Leonard, top of the key. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
In a bump this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Walker goes in, and a missed layup. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
But hey, it's a different season, and anything can happen.
Driving the lane, and Walker gets to DeRozan. Back to Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks it loose. Leonard with the steal. A 3-ball. DeRozan with the rebound.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Here's Walker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Bulls shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And so Walker nails both of them.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not... not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Checks and dishes to Leonard. Ibaka with a screen on Walker. Outside for Batum. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Walker with it. George picks him up. Leonard with the steal. And George, here we go. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish the contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Driving in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal.
Well, some great passers have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. Well, you look at Walker, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
He's just ahead of his years as far as vision and recognition on the offensive end. A talented playmaker. He is only going to get better.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Marcus Morris comes in for Leonard. And a change for the Bulls. Tony Bradley's checked in for Vucevic.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Clippers. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Walker the pass to Levine. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And Smitty, nobody's accused Levine of being a stellar defender. But the young man has improved in that area the last few seasons.
Greg, he's always had the physical.
Coming onto the floor for the Bulls.
Over in the corner, Zubac. 1:11 left in the first quarter. Pass to Kennard. Six to shoot. Feeds it to Bledsoe. That shot missing. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight. You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Here's Bledsoe, and the rejection by Bradley. .35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Misses from the corner. Chicago leading. Left side, Williams. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
We talk a lot about shot selection, and we saw why. You want to avoid empty possessions.
Here's Walker. Lets it go from 14. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board, Clark, as we wrap up the first. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for yours.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Junior all out there with White. Then it's Williams. And it's Vucevic in at the center, locking down the middle. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a three for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. It's good. Now it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Leonard against Walker. And Leonard gets it to go.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Walker against Leonard, and there's the pass to Williams, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Breaker, a former player, and now the father of a young NBA star. What's it like to see the next generation of NBA talent move into the league?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling because we all feel like we're a part of this NBA family, and to see the stars we have today, the character they have, the way they approach the game, man, this is the best time ever to be an NBA fan.
Paul George, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Off target with his three.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Walker against Ibaka. Walker dishes to Levine. George with the defensive effort. Clippers leading by 4. To the middle. Leonard, no luck.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
And it's Walker penetrating. The shot's good. Walker's got 12 in the game.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with this offense.
Poked away. The kick out to Williams. Back to Walker. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Levine for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 6 assists here tonight. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Ibaka sets the pick for Leonard, and he drives in. Yes, it is. Score that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Bean passes to Vucevic. Leonard against Walker. Here's the three, and that's good. Kawhi Leonard for three. And it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And Walker kicks to Levine. Back to Walker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. The Bulls have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. He misses the free throw. Bulls making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. And he's good on the second. Now here's Leonard. He had 28 points in the win against Minnesota.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
All right, look who's coming on.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Vucevic. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
I love it because he does so many things well. Defenses have to account for him even when he's not scoring.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
You see his length, the explosion, making sure of that one.
Here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here's Walker. This game, an incredible scoring display for him. And then Levine with the jam.
No denying Zach LaVine's hops. Flies right up and sometimes over the hoop to jam it in.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter.
And becoming more physical over the years. DeRozan converts off contact extremely well.
We all know he's a tremendous athlete, GA, who's added a lot of strength. He adjusts well in the air, and he can finish with either hand. Hard to stop him once he's in the lane.
And the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka's still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Connects from three-point range.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Oh!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Jackson kicks to Ibaka. The dish to Leonard. Passes it to Jackson. George looking around. Shot clock at 5. Leonard, no luck. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Bulls. Inside, he's looking for Levine and finds him. An emphatic LU jam.
This is why Levine's a fan favorite. Plays with an exciting, flashy style.
The Clippers trail. And the foul called on Junior. That's his first foul. And the Clippers make it. And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production. All right, David, thank you.
Welcome, everybody.
Looking at the Bulls, they've been pretty much the team we thought they'd be. They were kicking into high gear mode every night. I like how they don't take lesser teams for granted. Just a matter of keeping it up for the long haul.
All right, now let's get into our game. It ended up being a strong first half for the Bulls.
They made a lot of trips to the
And we hope you've enjoyed the absolutely stirring intellects of Shaq and Kenny. Now it's time for the second half.
Was that sarcasm, Ernie?
It was, Shaq.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka, and it's Batum in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Ibaka. Walker with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on George. For Chicago, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Now the line for the Bulls.
That's good from Walker.
Shooting 2.
And so Walker nails both of them. The Clippers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. George finds Leonard. That 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Stolen by George. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Once Leonard gets going like this, look out. He's cooking and showing no signs of letting up.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Vucevic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Clippers with the ball. 8-point game. Leonard attacking. Took him no time at all on that one. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The offensive versatility of Kawhi, able to rise up and hit the jumper there with confidence.
And the dunk by Walker.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
George against Levine. George passes to Leonard. Rejected by Walker. Jackson against Ball. Now Walker, 21 points in the game. Over George. Walker dishes to Vucevic, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Outside, Batum. From 7, rejected by Walker. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness.
Clippers trail by 10. They get a hand on it. The Bulls keep it alive. It's good. Vucevic has got 8.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And And they'll get another chance. Jackson passes to Ibaka. To the paint. Here's Leonard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And the Clippers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
All right. Look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Chicago, they like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
They were in mid-season form right off the bat. And like you said, that focus, it shows how determined this group is to make this a season to remember.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
DeRozan in the corner. Walker taking his time here. Over George. And it's Walker again missing.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
And Leonard gets it to go.
That's his second three-pointer of the night. One in each half. Trying to keep the defense honest.
Here to check out the numbers for Zach LaVine. He's getting around 28 points per, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Shots good by Walker. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. DA, thank you. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Leonard inside, guarded by Walker. George against LaVine. Leonard with a screen on LaVine. 4 on the clock. George. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
The added strength coming into play. Zach LaVine just shrugging off the contact inside.
Leonard with no one around. Off target from outside. The Bulls leading by 16. LaVine finds Walker. And he goes right over Serge Ibaka and slams it down.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise. All right. Look who's coming.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. The Clippers shoot their 7th free throw attempt here.
At the line for your Clippers. To the stripe, Terrence Mann. Shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good. Chicago's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Pick by Vucevic. Walker the pass to Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
A high IQ player. Vucevic has that sixth sense for when to cut after screening for a teammate.
George with the ball. Driving to the basket. No good with the layup. And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout.
All right, look who's coming onto the court.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post play.
For the Clippers, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Harry Giles. Batum comes in for Winslow, and it's Jackson in for Johnson. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic checked in for Johnson. Walker comes in for Derek Jones. Zach LaVine's checked in for Troy Brown. And it's Kobe White in for Green. Taking a look at the Bulls, White and LaVine on the wings. Vucevic is out there with Junior, and it's Ball in at the point guard position. White dishes to Walker. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
This is the guy who had 3 threes in the first half. Since then, still waiting on number 4.
Here's Walker, and finished off by Walker.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. They host the Spurs after this one. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Tipped away. Stolen by Ball. Now here's Walker. Defense is right there. White, good.
Look at Kobe White attack and adjusting to contact. Beautiful play.
Bledsoe outside. Here he goes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second personal foul.
Fans, and honestly, sometimes even us broadcasters especially can overlook defense, Steve, especially when it comes to guard.
It's hard to spot great defensive guards, but Eric Bledsoe, Kevin, is certainly one of those guys. Very strong on the ball. He's been a first-team all-defensive member. Remember, back in 2019-20 season, Bledsoe was a key part of the Bucks' D, which was first in the league in team defensive rating.
Here's Walker, and the dunk by Walker.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Here's Leonard. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Walker finds Ball. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Walker the pass to LaVine. 5 on the clock. Down low. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Williams.
Patrick Williams.
And that's 36 points for Walker.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Williams kicks to Walker. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Jackson. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Walker. Right side, Levine. Clock at 6. From outside, off the mark.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second.
Kennard, the pass to Leonard. To the paint, here's Ibaka. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Walker's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Inside, here's Levine. And Levine throws it down.
One of Zach LaVine's better nights. He's both prolific and efficient these days.
Clippers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Here's Leonard. Ibaka outside. Kicks it to Leonard. Ibaka sets the pick for Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Walker the pass to Levine. Oh! Wow!
That was nice. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Batum trying to break loose. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this off. Season came a lot of opportunity.
Hey, Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront, and I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. Bledsoe outside. Leonard. And the rejection by Bradley. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. They double-team Walker. Outside, Levine. Walker is screen on Ibaka. Levine with it. Leonard picks him up. 5 to shoot. Right side, Ball. Off target from three-point range.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Ibaka against Walker. They double-team Walker, and it's Ball in the corner. Back to Walker. Bradley sets the pick for Walker. On the wing, Williams. From downtown, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got 8 rebounds in this game. Mann passes to Bledsoe. Outside Leonard from the arc. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Leonard's got 10 points in the quarter.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
And Walker throws it down hard.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. A 3 from Leonard. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Clippers ball.
This is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Tuesday, they'll defend home court against the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for their matchup with New Orleans, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that
the previous play is under review.
Wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Leonard trying to break free. Here's Caruso. The putback. Walker on the follow. Walker's got 12 now in this quarter.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Bledsoe, and such a nice move to make the basket work.
And Bledsoe, one of the most efficient finishers in our league. For a player of his size, he is extremely polished inside.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his third foul so far. Leonard against Walker. Bradley is screen on Leonard. Here's Walker, and the dunk by Walker.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Shoots from 14. That one rolling around and rims out.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
He takes it in, and Walker throws it down.
He has really come into this second half on an absolute tear. Really impressive effort from him so far.
Pass to Bledsoe. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. A wide open look here for Ibaka. No good from outside. And Walker's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. To the middle. Here's Levine. And the layup falls.
Zach Levine.
Levine's got 12 points in just the second half.
Inside, Zach can be so crafty, working around the D and finding his shot.
And the foul called on Junior.
Fourth team.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Now,
George is checked in for the Clippers.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Walker.
Oh, his array of talents on full display. Picks up the triple-double, really takes ownership of this game. I thought that made the difference for them tonight.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Zubac is checked in for Serge Ibaka.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Count that one.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
Walker dishes to Levine.
Zach Levine.
Oh, he's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Leonard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Such a crafty score. Nice pump fake by Leonard to draw the foul.
Kawhi Leonard.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. To the inside. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And the layup's good off the glass.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
Here's Walker. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us as we leave you with the New Balance Player of the Game.